and I think everyone on the team are like getting better at their roles in general, especially like me and Zelsis on Sentinel.
Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview, this time covering VCT Americas Stage 1 2025 for Week 4. My guest at this time is johnqt of Sentinels, the IGL said team, coming off of their match against Loud, in which they came out victorious, thus currently having a 3-1 record in said regular season. So John, thank you so much for the opportunity. Congrats on another W in this stage. Gotta ask you the obvious opener. What's going through your mind after that match?
Uh, I mean, obviously very happy that we won and won 2 in a row after EG, and yeah, qualified to playoff. Definitely excited for that. And I think overall it was a very good match from us and experience because I think we learned a lot and we had difficult moments on Lotus and we bounced back very hard on Haven, even though we lost Pistol. And after that, like obviously we won Eco and went well. So I'm just happy we won. I'm also happy for Narrate. He had another very strong series, and he's showing he's like one of the best. So I'm very happy for him.
No, yeah, for sure. It was definitely a standout showing from your teammate, continuing, as you said, his momentum, individual momentum throughout this recent past weeks. And so I kind of wanna backtrack though and ask you about just sort of like the opponent that you guys face today, which is Loud. Obviously, like with their kind of retweaking of their lineup and their retweaking of the game plan, they had to bring to his back in, so it might have presented a different challenge altogether, or maybe might have thrown a wrench to the team's preparation for this match. If you can kind of elaborate on that, but given the types of things that they've shown to you in the server, what do you feel was the biggest challenge that they showed to you guys?
Uh, I mean, to be honest, I'd say more individually. I think the like especially like Lugjo. I think Lugjo is a very bright young talent coming up. He already looks so comfortable on stage. To be honest, he won them Lotus. He had some crazy rounds, and yeah, I mean for me they have the right pieces. Obviously, they have a little bit of struggle with the IGL department, but I think if they use this time wisely before Split 2, I think they'll be a very strong team going into Split 2 on champs. Like for me, they have the pieces. They just need to like fix some stuff strategically. And it's not like they were getting stumped every game. I feel like a lot of games they should have won. I feel like they kind of threw against 100 teams. It could have been a 2-0. Uh, like a lot of games, like against 2G, was like very, very close against Crew again. So I think they're just lacking a little bit, but I think they're in the right direction, in my opinion.
No, most definitely. Just the fact that they were able to take a map off of you guys and maybe, could have had the potential to maybe close this match into the favor. It goes to show the level of where they at right now, despite all of these changes that have been going on within that team. And so, yeah, like definitely looking forward to that possible rematch sometime later down the line. Going into just sort of like the turnover from losing in Lotus to Haven. How do you kind of look back on that challenge and the difficulty of trying to play well on that map being Lotus, and having to transition that to Haven, which obviously it was a much more lopsided affair for you guys' favor. So, how do you kind of look at the turnaround within that time frame?
We just like recognize what we did wrong on Lotus. Like we had a lot of like the last few rounds and the start of defense were very like tough, and then like we woke up, like we started playing our game, and I feel like we almost went to OT. It was very close. There's some close fights, and yeah, we're like it's okay. Like our Haven is our strong map. This is what we just need to do, and that's it. We're just gonna like win and stomp them, and yeah, obviously didn't win the pistol, but after winning the eco, it was such a like a swing round that we just like took that energy and like just kept going. And I just think it's a very good lesson for us, and I'm very happy that we are like getting challenged in groups and situations like this because like it was very important for us to have a tough map two, very close map, and just bounce back so hard on Haven. show our resilience, and that's what champions are made of. A lot of resilience and belief, and we showed that today, and I'm very hopeful for the future.
I want to ask you, just still sticking within that map, just sort of like the change in composition, but not really like asking about why the change was made. Because, like, prior to the previous occasion that you guys played in this map, that being that matchup against EG, you guys not really been able to have the best of fortunes in that map, mostly playing like the ISO, Euro, and then maybe like a little bit of the Jet and the Tejo. And then from that point on, you guys moved over to more Neon, kind of like a comfort kind of thing for you guys. How has that transition been like for you guys to like go from like what the meta has been adhering this kind of competition to in this map to then just mostly just focusing on your style in these past few weeks?
Uh, I mean, we're always like thinking what we can improve on and like recognizing our mistakes. Obviously, sometimes you know you know your problems, and sometimes you try a solution but it's not the right solution, and then you try another one and you keep trying and trying. And I feel like we've done that ever since we got this team. Like, we improved a lot, and some stuff we're still struggling on. And like one of them was just like a bit like the roles and like who should play what and stuff like that. And I feel like just Marshall is way more comfortable on Sova, and I'm just more comfortable on Breach. Especially as an IGO, you can dictate the game more as a Breach player. And also, like, obviously it's just a comp we're super like comfortable on ever since champs. I don't think we've lost on this comp in so long, in VCT tournaments at least. Yeah, it was just like comfort. Everyone is on the comfort agent. The game plan is like good. We're like just in good spots. Everyone understand their job, and that's what we kind of been working on all our maps, just building a consistency and like just relying on the very strong individuals and understanding of agents and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what that's kind of the motto we're using forward.
Yeah, because I remember when we had the previous conversation early on in the year, probably more specifically like on around kickoff time, and I remember like you mentioned about like the goal for this team being like to win titles, kind of continuing that kind of form from the end of last year up until this current point, and obviously we saw plenty of matches since that point, doing well in kickoff, uh, participating in Masters, well, not really doing well in Masters, but still learning from Masters, and then going through stage one thus far, losing to crew, now reaching this point to where you guys are 3-1. From that point on, I want to ask you just sort of how have you viewed the progression of this team, and in doing so, how have you viewed the the the, the gradual like improvement week by week, and also on top of that, given what you said about like the comfortability of your role, playing the breach and then narrate playing the Sova. How have you viewed your comfortability, your kind of like transition to this role this year since our previous con, when which at that point you're still kind of like trying to to find your footing in.
Yeah, I mean, I just think like I feel like a lot of casual fans and like overall people just think like, okay, this guy's a Sentry player, this guy's a duelist player, this guy's this. Like, I feel like we can't really like put people in boxes. Like, for me, in my opinion, like I was a good Sentry player because I was just a good Valorant player. Like, I understand my role. I'm understanding like, okay, Sentry, I need to anchor, I need to lyric, I need to get info, I need to get this. Okay, like flash initiators, I need to set up my carries, I need to be in this position to help, stuff like that. So, I mean, I put in a lot of work in the game for my team and individually every day. I spend a lot of times like I'm obviously the only import in here VCG, so the only reason I'm here is play Valorant. So that's all I do, and I feel like I'm a quick learner, and it's very easy for me to pick up agents. And as you can see, like I've picked up Teho really good. I picked up other initiators pretty fast, and the goal for me is like whatever like the team needs from me, or like whatever I think is gonna be beneficial, I do. I don't even care if I have to like play whatever role. If I have to get in first, I have to jump for my teammate, give them my gun. Doesn't matter. So everyone's goal is just to win, and I think everyone on the team are like getting better at their roles in general. Especially like me and Zelsis on Sentinel, and narrate on scan initiators. And I feel like we're finally like kind of like found the recipe and gradually getting better. I think we really need like I think we really need just to keep going on this path, and we'll be a very very strong team. Like a lot of people underestimate us, even though like we finished second on kickoff, and in my opinion, it was like probably the worst showing of our team compared to now. And even now in matches, we're not showing our full potential. There's so much more that we're better at, even in scrims and practice. And we just have a little bit of stage problems here and there. But it's again like gradually improving and fixing them, and the future is looking bright.
With that mind in mind, you guys have one more match to play in this regular season, which is 2 game. I don't want to like ask about that match specifically, but more so just sort of like the road ahead. Given that you guys are now in good position to make playoffs, or maybe you guys already made playoffs, but still not really having your opponent finalized yet from here to the start of playoffs. What's the confidence level like for yourself in the potential of this team to like finish top three, make Masters Toronto, and also on top of that, just kind of like rewrite or maybe like take revenge off of that performance in Bangkok. Just to have like that mindset to like surpass the mark that you guys set on that point.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely excited to play playoffs. I feel like playoffs Valorant is so much different than group stage Valorant, because there's a lot of teams and players that like rise up to the occasion, and others that just like crumble when it's like all on the line. And I would like to believe we're kind of like that team that all on the line will like rise to the occasion. And obviously, the goal for me isn't to finish like third and just qualify. For me, I want to win I want to win every tournament I'm playing. Like any tournament that has a trophy, I want to lift it. It doesn't matter if it's off season or VCT. But yeah, obviously we didn't show the best showing in the last Masters, and it's not something I'm used to personally in internationals, and it's not something I want to get used to. That like, we're just a team that's happy to be here. We're just traveling for fun, and just like, oh, it's okay, we got grouped. Oh, it's okay, we just got first round in the playoff. No, I want to go get deep runs. I want to go play on a big stage. I want to be the last team to play on stage, play the final day, stuff like that. So I think everyone is like-minded on the team. The goal is to win every trophy, qualify to champs, win it too. I think we put in a lot of work, and I don't know, we put a lot of sacrifices. And for me, if we put in a lot of sacrifices and our work, that means we should win.
Well, at the very least, you guys are on the right path, continuing this a string of victories for this week. And so, John, thank you so much for the interview, answering all of the questions, and of course, got to give you the best of luck for the road ahead, and also for the rest of the team. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Pedro, for having me. Bye.
Thank